for this recipe for tonight, I got this cookbook at the Dollar Tree last weekend. It's got some really good recipes in it. I don't know if it's at your Dollar Tree. We were out of town and that's where I found it. But I'm just going to be fixing these French onion burgers. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. But I mean, for the most part, you know, it's just a burger, French onion, the bun, cheese. And I'm going to saute more onions on the side to add them on top of the burger for Luke. I do not like that, but he will. So, and it says 1 pound. I do a little bit more, so, because I want at least 6 patties because Luke takes them for the next day. So, I'm going to do 6 patties. And then it says add the soup, heat to a boil, return patties to pan, reduce heat, cover for 10 minutes until patties are no longer pink. It needs to at least be 160. And then place your cheese, cook the cheese until it's melted, and then you put it on a bun and serve it, and serve with soup mixture for dipping. So, it sounds yummy, but let's give this a try. And here is Luke's plate. He had the full burger with the onions and everything, so I thought I would show his plate. But we both loved this. Of course, mine didn't have the onions, but this is definitely a keeper. So I'm not sure what happened to the footage of me making this dish. It is a new recipe. It was in another one of the Dollar Tree cookbooks that I picked up. I followed the recipe, except for I didn't use name brand. I used all off-brand, and I used black beans instead of pinto beans. But this was super good. Luke and I both enjoyed it. Definitely really easy to make, and it makes a ton. I'll add the picture of the recipe on here, so y'all can screenshot it and have it. But I'm telling y'all, it makes so much. This is super easy and cheap recipe to make for a huge family. Having all that rice and that hamburger meat in there, it was amazing. But also the recipe did not call for hamburger meat, but I did add that in just so it would be all in one burrito bowl. And then, as you see, we topped it with some cheese, like the nacho cheese and shredded cheese. I also had some of the Taco Bell seasoning, and then we served it with chips. For the last meal, it was super easy. I had some chili dogs, and I fixed potato cakes. Potato cakes, it has been so long since I made them. They were so good, and they're super easy to make. I had leftover mashed potatoes, so it was perfect. So I took those mashed potatoes. All you're going to need is the mashed potatoes, an egg, some cheese, some flour, and then you can add seasonings if you would like. I added a little bit of pepper. So I'm just going to mix all that together. Now with the flour, I don't have exact measurements because it's just whatever. It's just based on how many leftover mashed potatoes you have. I add the flour till you can press it down with a fork and it kind of it doesn't stick to it. Because you don't want a lot of flour, because then it will taste then your potato cakes will just taste like flour. But if you add the right, if you don't add enough, then it will be real sticky and they won't crisp up and be able to flip them. So it's kind of like an eyeball thing, and you can even test a little bit, see how it flips, and add more flour if you think it needs it. That's kind of what I did, just kind of eyeballed it. But that's all the ingredients you need. It's super easy, and it's a great way to get rid of leftovers so you don't waste them. So I've just mixed all that together, and then I'm going to use my flat top griddle for these. It makes it super simple, and you're able to get to get it all done in one, and that's another reason why I love it. You're going to put some butter down, or you can use some olive oil or vegetable oil. Just make sure you got it good and hot, but where it's not going to burn it. And then I just scoop them all out, let them sit for a little bit. You want them to get crisp on that side and nice golden brown. And then when they're ready, you'll flip them. Do the same thing to the other side, and they are so good. You can serve them as is, sprinkle a little sugar, sprinkle a little salt on there, or you can serve them with sour cream, bacon, and cheese. Those are fully loaded potato cakes, but they are super good. But that is the last meal for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Please comment down below. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.